Hello everyone and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to add camera to the scene. Press Shift A to bring up the add menu and you will see a camera right there. So when you click, it will create a camera wherever the 3D cursor is. So as you can see, currently it's created kind of underneath our floor. So I'm just going to bring that forward. So I'm going to press G and kind of just move it on the X axis and then move it on the Z axis. So let's move it until it's pointing towards the chair. Now to look through the camera, you simply click this camera icon here on the right hand side. So if I click this, you will see that we are going to dive into the camera, and now you can basically see what we see through the camera. You can also adjust the view, maybe just zoom in a bit, or you can also pan around. So you can also move the camera while you're looking through the camera, which makes things a lot easier. To do that, bring up the side menu by pressing N on the keyboard. And then we are going to go to the View tab, and then you will see there is a lock section. Click the camera to view, and I can actually just move around the scene by using the middle mouse button. Holding Shift middle mouse to pan or holding Ctrl to zoom in or zoom out. So now I can basically move around in the camera and adjust view exactly the way you want it. So let's say we want to maybe have an angle from this side, so you can adjust the camera until you are happy with the angle. And once you are happy, always remember to untick this camera to view, because if you don't, you are going to just move the camera if you maybe try and orbit the scene again. So set your camera position exactly the way you want it and then untick camera to view. Now if I orbit, you'll see that we are orbit out from the camera and the camera is going to stay in. Anytime you want to look through the camera again, you can just click this camera icon and it's going to dive into the camera again. You can also use the shortcut 0 on the numpad on your keyboard. If you press 0, it's going to jump to the camera and then you can just move up again. Now let's go into the camera again by clicking the camera icon. And with the camera selected in the outline, we can change some of the camera properties. So you'll see there's now a camera icon here at the bottom. And if you click this, you'll get access to all the camera settings or the camera parameters. You can also change the focal length. So this is basically the lens that you are using. So you can go for a very wide angle. Look, if you bring that down, or you can zoom in to have a more of a telephoto lens look. So I'm going to set this to about 35 for now. So you can also enable depth of field on this camera. If you click this depth of field, you are on the side, and then we can set the focal or the focus distance. And you can see how that will affect your scene. So if you want to have an object close to the camera in focus and everything out of focus, you can use the depth of field settings. So let's say I create a cube. I'm just going to scale it down and maybe just bring that closer to the camera. And now if we click on the camera and adjust this value right here, we can see maybe we can get that object in focus. There you can see the cube is now coming into focus. We can also use the focus on object. Just click on this dropper and click on the cube or the object that you want to focus on. And now you can see that the cube is in focus and the chair is slightly out of focus. You can also go into the aperture settings to make this even more dramatic by bringing the f-stop number. So if we bring this down to like 0.2, maybe you can see now we are getting a much bigger effect. So I can maybe increase the f-stop a little bit more to maybe 0.5. And now you can see that the cube is nice in focus and the chair is out of focus. So I'm going to disable the depth of field for now, and I'm going to delete this cube. So once you are happy with the angle of your camera, you can go ahead and save your project. I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.